Oh, go on then.
In a week where Beast from the East stops any second ODI review,
Sorry?
we come back with a third ODI review. And that's not us just being lazy, that is because we were snowed in.
Yeah, true. Yeah, this isn't like we've had a couple of rants about not uploading.
Yeah.
Not our fault.
No.
This one was not our fault. I couldn't move my car.
No, I couldn't get out.
Yeah, exactly.
18 inches.
Yeah. Was it?
Yeah.
Round here?
Yeah.
I had some snow drifts. I've never seen that before.
But it was that kind of snow, wasn't it?
But it was like big snow drifts.
Yeah.
Like 4 foot. That's a lot.
How deep do you think it did get? It wasn't 18 inches.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't that much. I think it... But
Two,
we've
three?
had more. The snow we had before was more, but...
Before Christmas, yeah. And that was decent. It stayed around.
But but this snow was like with major wind, so it piled up in places where the other one just...
this
fell
might sound
straight down.
strange, but I think it was a different consistency as well.
It was. It was more puffy and dusty.
Yeah, it was like puff pastry, just
Right, okay.
correctly being positioned.
Do you know, can we address something at the start of the podcast?
That's what
A comment.
No,
Can we do it at the start?
we'll
Because
we'll
it's...
just do comments at the end.
No, but it's important for the whole podcast.
Just stay for the whole podcast. Anyway,
I think we
today
should address it at the start.
we will be chatting.
Ignoring that. This is one of the... We're doing it right now, but go on.
We will be chatting about the third ODI,
Who's it between?
New Zealand and England.
Oof. That's a big game, isn't it?
Second ODI of England win quite convincingly.
Right.
Third ODI a lot tighter and sees England move into a 2-1 lead.
Oof.
And then if you guys want to hang about
Tense, isn't it,
for
really?
a little while for a meet and greet, we'll do comments at the end.
Nice. We'll
Anyway.
do a comment at the end. Right.
I got a bit of a headache. I'm thirsty as well. I didn't get a drink. Normally we get pre-packed for drinks.
You've been on the lash, haven't you?
No, not really.
That's poor, really, isn't it? Because you wouldn't turn up to work with a hangover, would you?
I'm not hungover.
Okay. What did you just say? I've got a headache and I'm really thirsty.
Well, that's because, like, Beast
Why?
on the East. isn't it?
Brain freeze.
Anyway, New Zealand won the toss and decided to field first. So England
You're going to talk us through the 11s?
put into bat. I don't know if England changed hers, you know.
Well, we didn't do the second
Mark
one,
Wood
did we?
Mark Wood comes in for David Willey.
Good.
My eye is twitching.
I like that decision. Big fan.
Yeah, but I think Mark Wood can't keep his act together, I don't think.
Well, yeah, but he missed out on the second one, didn't he? Oh, no, you're saying he did play in the second one and he's playing in this one.
Yeah, well, the second one,
Yeah,
we've got to trot it down as we just don't know.
Okay. But I didn't think he bowled particularly well anyway. So
No,
that just goes to the fact that he...
I really
He's not
like
great
David Willey in the
batsman.
first ODI.
Oh, get out. Come on then, mate. Too many pauses. Who's opening for England?
Well, it's the same old team.
Right, yeah, but people want to know. But people might not have
Okay.
listened to this before.
All right. Should we go through the scorecard?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, this is the scorecard.
Okay.
Full of starts.
That's a good point. It is,
It's
isn't
just
it?
full of starts.
We got Roy and Barry open the batting.
So Roy and Bairstow open the batting with the 15 and a 19.
That's not really good enough, is it? 10 more runs each, and you're happy with that?
Yeah. It was Root's dismissal, which I felt
Embarrassing.
disgusted by.
It is a nasty one, isn't it? Question on the commentary as well. He was always going to come down the pitch.
So
don't
this
get
wicket, let's talk about this wicket if you want to talk. A little bit slow, wasn't it?
What do you mean? The pitch?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, I thought you meant talk about this wicket as in Joe Root getting out.
No.
The actual pitch.
The
Right.
pitch, right. So the outfield was fast.
Yeah.
enough, but the actual wicket was
Lovely cut. The
yeah,
grass.
Yeah, it was nice.
I don't know how you go about doing that, but I like it.
And the wicket was slow. It offered purchase, not necessarily spin. Do you know what I mean when I say
Do
that?
you think that's the only possible advantage of with the pitch of batting and bowling first or second? As if you bat first,
Yeah.
you have to get to know it. It doesn't change enough, does it, in an ODI
No, it
from
won't change
innings?
enough,
But when you bat second, you've already had a look at the pitch and you know how it plays before you go out there.
Yeah.
That's probably apart from like people feel better chasing, actual advantages.
Maybe you understand that with the ball being harder at the start, you go after it more kind of thing because it gets really slow in those middle overs.
Okay,
with spin.
yeah.
But if we want to talk about how slow the wicket was, I think that Joe Root wicket was kind of
You think that was to the pitch?
I'm saying that it's a shot that a number 9 would do, isn't it?
Right.
10.
Well, it's
That's
just,
Graham Swan when he fancied.
I don't listen. I actually using your feet and stuff is great. It's the situation he's done it in doesn't seem to make much sense.
But
to
the
me.
shot's disgusting anyway. Isn't
The
it?
shot's not great, but it is an ODI. And if he was in the last 10 overs and we're trying to chase something, maybe try and do it. Because by that point, he's batted for a long time and he's in. He's on 20 and he's coming down the pitch.
He was actually going at a good rate. He played that little...
he played like a little Dilshan like
scoop,
paddle sweep kind of
thing. He actually
thing.
got a sweep away against
and his shot to get off the mark, that pull was incredible.
I think, maybe they were a bit worried about the slow start because Bairstow did churn up a few balls. But
but for the openers,
I think it's not like we're 30 odd overs.
Yeah, exactly.
At this stage,
do you think Joe Root's in bad form? He hasn't made a really good score for a long time, but he's not been in bad form, is he?
Form. I think today...
That's a poor decision. That's poor decision making.
And I think he's just kind of...
Think he's got carried away a bit?
Do you reckon that was a last-minute thing, or do you reckon he was always going to come
Delusions of grandeur.
I don't understand where it was going to... Because he's misjudged... He's mistimed it.
Done him on the flight, hasn't he? Sodi's done him in the flight. I really rate...
It was a pace bowler, groundhog.
No. Look, Root. Oh, caught. Shit, sorry. Wow. Makes it even worse. Do you know why I've got confused there? Which doesn't make much sense. The highlights that we watched weren't great, were they?
It was like,
because we watched highlights before we do it to catch up on the game, right?
Yeah.
And we struggled to find good ones. The ones we watched were like they were sped up. The game was sped up, not so you couldn't watch it.
See, I'd already watched the and you had at home already watched them, but we like to watch them together, don't we? So it sparks off. We couldn't be bothered to watch an hour-long episode.
And you like to steal stuff the commentators say. But yeah.
What was I going to say?
Well, I got Sodi mixed up. I thought it was in bowling, but it wasn't. But anyway, on that, I really rate him. They're leggy.
Sodi.
Mm.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about the bowlers.
Well, he did Johnny, didn't he? That was a beaut.
So if we continue looking on the scorecard for the starts,
are you just avoiding that Sodi got Bairstow with a googly?
Oh no!
Back through the gate.
Yeah,
I drifted it outside off stump, and it's just nipped back.
I think Johnny Bairstow generally is that's a good way to bowl to Johnny Bairstow because I do think
the perfect googly. You think that's a good way to bowl to him? Do you?
I think he leaves a lot of room outside. In between because he's a bit of a flaily.
Are you talking technically now? Are you talking about batting technique?
Yeah. I think because he likes to play.
Go on.
That crunch and cover drive, doesn't he? And I think he leaves a big gap between pad and
you should have a word with him.
And I think the perfect googly is the best thing to bowl.
You think he's just set him up for it?
Yeah.
I think they've talked about that.
Yeah.
In a dark room with a projector on, watching footage, and they've talked about that's the ball, set him up for it. Wonder if he just flighted a few out there, letting him have a look.
I actually think Jason Roy and Alex Hales all suffer from that flailiness. Anyway, Owen Morgan, who's cementing his team place back in this team.
He is.
He's making runs in this series,
The way he got out, you see that quite a bit now.
From Owen Morgan as well.
Because people love that Kumar.
We
call it the Kumar,
tight, though, doesn't it?
But it's like But it's when they get sort of cramped up.
Dash down to third.
Yeah, and it's rather than just defending it, they just try and deflect it. But the problem is they open the face, and then you've got like a third of your bat to hit it with.
You think it's going to be more common with left-handers?
Yes.
Obviously coming going away and then trying to just tighten them up, and then Morgan.
I don't know why people don't bowl round the wicket more to left-handers.
It's sort of worry about straying onto the pads.
There is, but I think they're going to be a lot more used to people just bowling outside off stump. You got to bowl a real tight line to be bowling at the stumps without bowling on their pads anyway, haven't you?
There's a weird study that I don't know.
Yeah, good. That's a good study.
But it's about left-handers and about how many left-handers are the best of the best in their sports.
Oh, what? And like left-footed people?
Yeah, so like if you're
like Maradona and Lionel Messi and
left-sided, there's some link.
Brian Lara.
Anyway,
Can you think of a great left-handed bowler?
Mitchell Johnson, Zaire Khan. Recent times, I can't think of.
Not really. Not so much.
Swan.
Graham Swan wasn't a left-arm spinner. You're such a gorm. Graham Swan. Shame on. Was he left-handed?
Zaire Khan, Mitch Johnson.
Were you just thinking of good bowlers?
Ryan Sidebottom.
Right, but these aren't greats, are they?
There will be greats in the past, but my wealth of cricket knowledge only goes to 2005.
Right. And
that's only when I've copied what the commentators say.
Nice.
So I think Morgan's actually racking up the runs, and he's looking.
No, he's not. He's not. You can't bat badly for a long time. Get one score and a score you should be getting anyway, and say he's cemented his place.
Listen, difficult wicket, top run scorer. Can't argue with that. Stokes makes 39.
Also a terrible dismissal
for a long old time. Yeah, with that one.
Awful
nice,
shot.
Was it? That one wasn't.
It's just, we don't. Bad shot.
He did bat for a long time. Unfortunately, obviously he got himself a 50 in the last game, but got man of the match for that as well, which just made me feel ill. Makes 39 today. Sodhi bowls Court Munro.
He's had a good game, Sodhi.
Josh Butler's playing some really interesting shots, isn't he? Some really bully-esque
He
shots.
looks like when he plays his absolute best, but he just hasn't
made a massive
carried
score.
it on when he just totally takes the game away. Because you're thinking he gets to 29 and he's just smashing it to all parts. If he gets to sort of 40-ish,
it could go from 40 to 80 very quickly.
Then you think you're like, this could totally change it. So they probably got him out just at the right time.
Do you remember when he got to 50, it took him run a ball? I can't remember who this was against. And he went from 50 to 100 in like 15, 16 balls.
It's crazy.
Mental.
Yeah, when he gets going, he's pretty much unstoppable.
He should be the Capitano. It's only a matter of time.
Well,
Ben Stokes is back.
Oh, right, yeah.
Is he the vice captain again of the Test side? He can't.
No, he won't be, will he?
Get out.
Come on, guys.
Moeen Ali makes a bit of a mess of.
Yeah, well, it's sort of coming towards the end. I think England knew that we didn't quite have enough.
He looked a bit twitchy, didn't he? Along with Rashid, actually. They both. And Wokes spanked that one straight back at Kane Williamson.
Yes.
Those guys, okay, it was in the last few overs, granted, but they looked quite twitchy. And
I think they were. We wanted to get more. We didn't have enough.
They would. I think those last 3 or 4 batsmen, Curran didn't do too much, or would. But they were trying to make a best of a bad situation. They got a bit twitchy.
Rashid and Moeen, that's bad.
Yeah,
but Rashid's off the last ball, so you can't have too much of a go.
234 all out. Where does that position itself within the par?
The only thing is if the pitch is just a bit slow, but I still think that's under par.
So I think the pitch is slow. What is slightly concerning from an England perspective, I think, is we look down that scorecard and there's only one person that's got below 10. Most people are going on and getting starts. I know
Are you saying it's a scorecard full of starts?
I am.
Is that what you're saying?
Certainly am.
I think it's a good point.
But what I'm saying is a little bit concerning that the likes of Root, Morgan, Stokes and Butler in particular didn't go on and not go big, but get another really push it on score on past 250, 260 on that pitch.
I think these sort of scores. Here's a call for you. These sort of scores, I think, bode really well for our playing in the Test matches.
What do you like, gutsy little?
No, I think when you're getting starts, but not like 10s, when you're getting close to 30 or close to 40, I think you're like going up the mountain as far as form.
I like that.
And I think they're going to hit it for the Test series.
And the first test they've hit it, and then they just
no. I think these guys are starting to hit some back. The people who play in this and the Test matches, I think they're going to hit some form for the Test matches.
So you think interesting. What about Moeen Ali though?
Listen, I don't know the last time he was in he bowled.
Well, no, it's all about his batting because we're going to we're going to move
Okay,
on to
right.
the New Zealand bowlers, just to sum that up. Sodhi probably the pick of the bowlers with 3 for 53 off 10.
Bowled really, really well.
I really like him as a spinner.
Yeah.
I really like Santner as well. He didn't bowl much today. 2 overs, not sure why. But I really like Santner.
I actually
Bolt I like
I
as
actually
well.
like their bowling attack.
I don't know much about this De Grand Home.
It's just a grand home, isn't it?
The Grand Home, yeah. Well,
Right, but
he bowled really well. 1 for 24 off 10. Kept it really tight.
that's insane. I think he's sort of like an all-roundery kind of deal,
Is he
but
kinda
not
like
sort of
Mitch
one of.
Marsh?
He's like a better version of Paul Collingwood.
You think he's slower than Mitch Marsh and more Paul Collingwood pace?
I think the Marsh brothers are
hard to-
quite quick.
Hard to tell from
I
that.
think you're
so.
quite harsh. Yeah, well,
so-
he's
so-
rapid from the replay, from the highlights we watched. He is rapid.
Mitch Marsh made a 90 the other day, actually. I was watching
Yeah, you shouldn't have such a go. I told you they're good players.
Australian versus... South
10 overs for 24
So I watch
runs.
World Cricket, you see.
10 overs for 20. I'll tell you what, Kohli's in some form, mate. Right, let's get on to the New Zealand innings.
About 15 runs below par before we move on? 250 par on that?
I would want more.
Okay, you're right.
I think 275 would have been what I would have wanted
That's a
going
big
in.
score.
I know.
Yeah, but
That's what I'd have been aiming for.
Yeah,
234 is not enough.
That's not par. I think 250 about par on that pitch. Anyway, England do really do well to come out with the win.
New Zealand have a cracking. They not a cracking start
And
because they.
You can look when you look at that scorecard.
When
It certainly isn't a scorecard full of starts.
No,
is it?
when you look at the scorecard like that, looks like they had a good start and fell apart. But they didn't.
He did have a good start, didn't they?
Well, Guptill's got 3.
Yeah, apart from
Monroe's got
Guppers.
49.
He was looking like he was going to give it a good tonking as well.
But Williamson got all his runs. He got his 100.
Towards the back end.
But towards the end. So they didn't have a great start. Like, I think the reason why Williamson got his run so late is because everyone was falling around him.
Well, I think...
And he's just got to stay there when they're losing that many wickets
You
that
look
quickly.
at the likes of... Oh, right then. The LBWs. Marinelli got one that hit him on the full.
It didn't.
To get rid of Latham. Yeah, hit him on the full, didn't it? That's why...
I don't think it did.
Are you saying that's why it turned back?
No, seriously,
Hold
I think it like bounced and hit him like
on. Okay.
like a
'Cause
just
that's
before
why I
his
thought
pad.
it was going to go down leg side because I thought it hit him on the foot.
Right.
So
If it would have hit him on the full, I don't think they'd have given it out.
But I just want to say, Monroe 49, Williamson 112. Now Chapman not brilliant the way you get out. I know he's trying to force something, but that's poor. I mean that Grand Home, how do you say it? Grand Home, dreadful shot.
Listen,
Just lost his absolute nerve there.
I think it's become like a thing of having to force it, getting runs.
Well,
and I don't think top 4
that middle
batsmen
order.
need to force
No,
it
yeah, that
in a 50-over game.
I think that middle order with the spinners bowling on a slow wicket lost their mind a little bit.
And that 230, why do you need to start going for it?
Especially when you've got Kane Williamson at the
Exactly.
other end.
You can have a look at where you are with like 15 overs left and see what you need to start doing then. But Mo and Ali, if you're going on the score, it looks like he bowled well. I don't think he bowled particularly well. Is that hard? If you get wickets, have you bowled well?
I think Moan did bowl fairly well.
You think he bowled well?
Yeah. I think he kept it tight and bowled well. Yeah, there was that one sloggy-woggy one he had, didn't he?
He bowled. Listen, he took wickets, so you can't have too much of a go, can you?
I think
if you take wickets, you're bowling all right.
I think it's, the problem when we're watching Moan Ali, especially with watching Moan Ali in a highlights reel, is the balls that do get slogged.
Bowling the bullets.
It's a full toss or it's a drag down. It
Yeah.
makes him look very ugly as a bowler.
It is harsh because when you watch the highlights, they're obviously only showing highlights. So it's either him taking a wicket or him getting smacked.
And Moan Ali does give you a 4 ball, so
he's going to feature.
And you're going to see those 4 balls, aren't you? Really. Mitchell Santner, great batsman down the back end of the New Zealand.
He is.
And
yeah.
he's the one who kind of starts to steady the ship with
Williamson.
With Williamson, because New Zealand do find themselves 103 for 6 before Santner comes in.
England used a lot of bowlers, didn't they?
Yeah.
Didn't they?
He did, yeah. We'll go on to the bowlers, won't we?
Well,
But 103 for 6 in the 25th over. Surely, even though Kane Williamson's still there, England are favourites, aren't they? I think Santner's done really well to bring, because those 3 or 4 wickets that went down of Chapman, Latham, Nicholls, Grandhome really
that's 4.
just kind of knocked them for 6.
Well, that's your runs right there,
and it's just gone
because they should be set up by that point, and that's where your heavy run scoring should be coming.
They think to go
4,
from
5, 6,
80 for 1 before Monroe goes,
yeah,
to 103 for 6.
I know. Well, it's a collapse, isn't it?
Well, yeah. And I think Santner does really well to get the 41, and obviously, a bit of a sweaty way to get out.
When you play computer, do you think, right? When you play like cricket computer games,
Yeah.
you try and play really properly as much as you can.
Yeah.
Then when you get out, you try and play much more aggressive to make up for like what you. Do you think that's how they've thought about it when the next guys come in? It's like, well, now I've got to score quicker because we've just.
I think Grandhome I think Chapman. I think Nicholls and Latham getting LBW, right? Fair enough. I think Chapman and Grandhome lost their bottle and started spanking it.
Yeah.
Well, what do you? I've been thinking. What do you think about
What?
video games?
What do you mean?
Or making content out of video games?
Making content.
Yeah.
Well,
I've got a great idea.
We should come to it at the end, shouldn't we? We're going through the scorecard. Listen, I don't want to go into. I don't want to go over stories. Okay.
But I've got a great idea.
Okay. Well, bring up the great idea at the end. People, there's too many gaps. We need to keep on going on this.
Anyway, Santner gets out by Wokes.
Twitch.
What do you call
You thinking
that?
Twitch?
No. It's a serious one.
Okay, come on.
It's a good idea.
Right. Keep going. Come on.
Can't wait.
Right.
Shit me is good. I hope you've watched the film that it's
Come
based
on.
on, though.
Come on.
I
Keep
think
going.
I think we spoke about
Okay,
it.
good.
Story time.
Listen.
So Wokes gets
Woke.
out Santner. It's one of those ones where it hits the bowler's hand and trickles back onto the stumps.
Can I ask you
All
what?
happened very quickly.
Can we get to the last over?
Do you want to just go past that? Santner's unlucky to get out that way.
Yes. No, he is. Yeah. But
And here's the last over.
right, here's the last over.
Yep.
What is Wokes thinking? With that, with the 6.
The 6th one. That's a bad ball.
Do you think that's just a drag down?
Yeah, it's a
He
drag
can't
down,
possibly be
It's a drag
thinking to bowl there for the last over.
And
I know he's got cover out
the
there.
last balls are wide.
The last ball is a wide,
I've done
and
an
you don't know
umpiring
the
course.
rules.
I've done an
You don't know
umpiring
the
course.
rules.
And it's where you start off, not where you end.
It's where the batsman starts from, and that's what the line is there for. He bowls outside the line. The fact that Williamson moves across, unless the rules have changed, but the fact that Williamson moves all the way across his crease makes no difference as to where the wide occurs, if that makes sense. So that the last ball is a wide, unless he hit it, but I don't think he did.
But fair enough for Wokes to keep his bottle. Going hit for 6 and then to come back. Fair enough, I say.
No, yeah, he's done really well.
Obviously picks up the last wicket to fall, which was Southey.
England are a good ODI team.
They certainly are.
You got to beat them.
And I think England showed great bottle to say, do you know what, we're potentially below par. Okay, it's a slow wicket, but we are going to have a good crack at you.
I think it's the difference between the ODI and the Test team. Is you got to beat our ODI team.
Yeah,
they have to be beaten.
And I also think there's something. Sorry, I've cut in there, but I think there's a fearless mentality with our ODI team.
Exactly. Whereas the England Test team, as soon as they start losing, then they just that's it.
I wonder. Obviously, there is.
They just beat themselves a lot.
With the mental application, a Test cricketer must
have
to.
The format obviously makes a difference.
I know it's a big thing about playing international cricket, but how much harder or more tiring do you reckon that playing Test matches is compared to mentally draining playing Test matches?
I think it completely depends on the person, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Which is why you have good players at different formats.
Of course, yeah.
Because I think getting Alistair Cook to try and score at a quick run rate is just horrible.
What
for
about
him.
Someone like Wokes who doesn't necessarily change his game that much?
I don't know. I think Wokes is I think Wokes is good in both formats.
Yeah, he is, but he doesn't necessarily change his approach. He'll bowl He has to change his bowling at times.
I think he bats. I think he does very well to change it from format to format.
Well,
because he can bat well in a Test match. He's done well. I don't think he plays anywhere near as aggressively as he does in ODIs.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Should we look at the bowling then?
Go on then.
The spinners.
They've sort of they wrapped it up, really, didn't they?
I watched the second ODI. Sorry.
Yeah.
New Zealand ran themselves like 4 times.
It's not great, is it?
It's like almost all
half
of the wickets.
I mean, that's really bad.
Mowing 3 for 36. Rush 2 for 34.
That's rare for Mo, isn't it?
Well, I think
he usually goes for a lot more than that.
Yeah.
His economy is not usually 3.6,
no, of course
is it?
I think to go for,
and Rashid to go for 3.4 off 10 overs as his economy.
I think
that's incredible.
So 20 overs, what's like 70 for 5?
That's incredible.
That's what saved England effectively, haven't they?
Yeah.
Because Tom Curran got spanked. I don't know why he bowled so many overs if he was getting absolutely pummeled. 0 for 49 off his 7. Wokes bowled really well. I think Wood had times where he's bowling well, but it's the pace on the ball, isn't it?
Yes, and he's not the most consistent, is he?
No, but I thought Wokes did well. Bowled 2 for 40 off his 10. And this is probably, I prefer these kind of games to 300 plays 300.
Yes, yeah.
Even
low-scoring games
balls.
are always the best, as long as both teams. I think to watch bowling games or bowling pitches are better.
Most definitely
for watching.
Anyway, that is the third ODI wrapped up.
Cracking
England,
ODI.
2-1 up. Last 2 games.
Well, 4-1, isn't it?
Did you say 4-1?
I don't know.
I said 3-2. I hope not.
I think I did say 4-1 after we lost the first one. I think I said we'd win the last 4.
Right, do you want to look at comments?
Let's have a look. Well, we've got 2, haven't we?
No, we got a few.
Oh, we've got a few, have we?
Well, like 6.
Go on then.
Do you want? When shall I bring in my?
Your idea.
Yeah.
Do you want to do it first or do you want to do it after?
I'll do it.
You choose, mate.
I'll do it after.
All right, do it after. Don't leave too many pauses.
Love the pod. Oh, the AP.
Okay, AP.
It was all good just a week ago.
Hit us up.
What's that from? It just says 1 week ago, and I went, it's all good just a week ago. If you know, stick a comment in the comment box. Love the podcast.
Cool.
You guys should do major test reviews too, if not all of them, like South Africa versus India, or the coming South Africa versus Australia series. Since no one else is, well, it's got 2 likes. So obviously, AP shares similar views to everyone else. It's a good idea, actually. I think
difficult, isn't it? We can't do just by logistics of our time.
I tell you what the problem is, and we'll come on to other comments. And I absolutely love people saying, "Could you go and do this?" I think that's
yes.
But I mentioned the comment on the other podcast, saying that the podcast isn't really ours anymore, as in mine and yours.
Right.
It's like it's a lot of other different people's podcasts now.
Right.
So we do try and do Sunday episodes where we call them like timeless episodes. Like,
I don't think we've ever called them timeless episodes. No, but I know what you're saying.
Like
we have, haven't we?
There's no there's no reference to time.
Yeah, so you can listen to them whenever. It would make no difference.
So you can go back. Yeah, exactly right.
You're thinking we're going to have to scrap that?
Well, I'm just thinking that we need to get back into that rhythm because, I did that big spiel about us coming back.
Yeah.
We are going to start doing them again. And there might be, is it possible for us to do 3 podcasts in a week? I don't think so. I think maybe those running day podcasts might have to be substituted by test reviews. Because I like the idea of doing a test review because I think the last one, when we did the T20 review... Just
by logistics of time, it's not possible to do what we do for the England test matches for every test match that happens.
No, but I think AP saying, can you do a test series review on international cricket?
Right.
And I'm just saying that...
Fit them into the rainy day ones.
So those Sunday podcasts, some of them won't be... Some of them will be time relevant.
Yeah.
They will be international test reviews. I think that's a nice way to...
To be honest, we could still do subjects within it, couldn't we? Because that's not going to take the whole podcast, is it? A review of a series.
Yeah, I think we'll get on.
Okay, good.
So I left a comment down. Towards the back end of this podcast, we have a chat about an episode where we take calls from you guys. If you're interested in being on the 100th episode special, then let us know.
It's not worked out really, is it?
Lex has commented saying, tragic story, I shed a tear for the lost podcast.
Yeah, nice.
And me.
It's a shame, really, that.
So the Slips has changed.
Yeah,
his name
good
back.
man.
What's going on there?
Yeah,
eh?
well, we need to listen to him because he listened to us.
And the Slips is a gaming channel.
All right. Oh, I see. Okay, listen. Don't give it away. We want to hear it at the end.
Listen, don't copy
Come
my
on,
idea.
keep going.
Looking forward to the big 100th episode.
Yes.
I don't know anymore because no one wants to do it. Getting subs involved in that sounds a great idea, and I'd be interested. Great episode.
That's one.
Slips. That's the only one.
Okay.
Well, looks like.
Well, we're not even at 90 yet, so.
AP Coley's a massive. Right, I love this.
Right.
AP has gone back to the 33rd episode. It's into
Okay.
the biggest knobhead in world cricket.
Right.
Don't you love that when someone just goes back? That's 6 months. I don't know how long ago that podcast is.
Right.
Hats
What's the
off.
comment?
Coley's a massive dickhead. Gets too childishly competitive. Like, chill out, mate. It's just a game. Kind of cringy.
Yeah. Well,
I can't.
I mean, I don't really dislike him that much. It's all your beef,
Do you
isn't
not
it?
like him? Do you not dislike him?
He's all right.
That's a lie.
He's a world-class player,
Thanks, AP. Thanks for going back as well, man. That means a lot.
man. Cheers, bro. Yeah, no, that's cool. That's ace that people go back. It's probably got a lot better since then, but
He
cheers.
probably has, isn't it?
I don't know, probably not.
I tell you what, do you remember when we...
Mate, people don't want to hear about this.
I listened back to the one that we did on last January.
Right.
We had 6 subscribers. They didn't give a shit. All right, the Slips. After listening to this, I only feel it's right that you give an Adidas sock giveaway to the 100th episode.
Oh, that would be quite cool.
I've already given some.
But that's his point.
Oh yeah. Well,
We should do a giveaway.
Shall we?
Yeah,
If
we'll
you
do a
do the
giveaway.
100th episode, right?
Here's the thing, right? If we get 5 people, 5 subscribers who are willing to do the 100th
We'll send
episode,
you a pair
we'll
of...
do a giveaway. No, we're not giving everyone something. We'll do a giveaway.
I was just saying we send them all Adidas socks. One. Do we just buy?
1 sock. So we only have to buy 3 pairs, don't we?
Well, listen, if you're going to be involved in the we're giving you something.
Right, but I think we should also do a giveaway. Or competition. Yeah.
Yes.
We'll do a competition for the 100th episode as well.
This podcast is going from strength to strength. So I've got good
I'm
ideas.
just getting excited now.
Right, Maverick 792.
Okay.
Now, we will take the piss, right?
Right. But
But-
people, that's why they listen.
That's because we are kind of like childish and we do this thing. This kind of comment is the best comment we can get.
You love it, don't you?
It's like someone has taken time out of their day.
That does my fucking... No, I'm joking. That was a joke. That was a joke. Go on.
Someone has taken the time out of their day and written a lot.
Yeah. No, it's...
There's no stats in this, so you
No,
don't have
no.
to bully this guy.
No, I didn't bully anybody.
Taking the time out of his day and written a
Mhm.
lot to say, do you know what, I want you to improve via this way.
Yeah. And that's all you can ask for,
And
isn't
I
it?
think that's incredible. And
Yeah.
listen,
Thank you very
Maverick,
much.
I hope I can send you some socks out. Feels like I got a sponsor. I'm just sending, like, here's socks. You get a socks. You get a socks. Guys,
Mm-hmm.
you need to take it to the next level to increase your subscribers.
I think we agree on that.
Yep.
I mean, yeah.
Less talking about your personal adventures and more about world cricket. World cricket's in caps lock. There's that.
Go on, keep going.
Well, shall we
You
dissect
no,
it?
mate. You got to read it first, then you dissect it.
Okay.
Amateur.
Seriously, not just English cricket. Kohli just smashed 35 ODI centuries. 3 in the just concluded South Africa series. And you guys haven't mentioned it once.
We don't like him.
Go back.
Oh, you don't like him.
Biggest, listen, AP was listening about Kohli in the 33rd episode.
Come on, keep going.
Yeah, sorry. So many cricket fanatics in Asia who could be your potential customers. That's selling out, though, isn't it? Also, sometimes there is a pause during a conversation.
Yeah.
You got to remove that. As a
Yeah,
podcast listeners don't like pauses, even minuscule ones.
I think that's... Yeah, well, I don't know about that.
I listen to podcasts with pauses.
Yeah, me too. I don't know about that. But I think
It's a fair enough comment. I
Yes.
understand what he's
yeah.
saying, right?
Should we dice? Let's go to the first. Oh, is it not finished?
No, it's not
All right,
finished.
keep going.
I've enjoyed many of your podcasts. One thing going for you, just the
It's
one
just
thing,
the one. Nice of him.
is the use of vernacular everyday language. No, yeah.
Go on.
That offers something different from other podcasts who sit on a diplomatic parliamentary fence and don't call a spade a spade. I swear that's what people used to say about Nigel Farage. I'm just worried now.
I don't think you should... Listen, we don't want to bring up politics.
Hope you reach the next level soon. Sorry for the lengthy advice. All the best. Maverick, thank you.
Yeah, no, right. Ace comment.
I know we'll go through this now, Maverick, and me and Owen will take the piss out of each other
right.
for reading this. But we are really grateful for comments like that because it does help us move things on. And
listen, let's dissect it. Go through it. So what's the first bit? About world cricket.
Less talking about your personal adventures and more about world cricket.
Okay. Right. Well, do you want to... Okay. I'm not... I think I enjoy it through going over personal stuff.
Also,
I think that's what I enjoy about other podcasts.
I think one of the biggest compliments Maverick is saying is, hey, we come to you for cricket.
Right.
Not just for you to have a bit of a laugh and a joke with each other, and it's something we can listen to. Like, if you're coming to us for trying to build knowledge or trying to understand or get a better representation of certain games, especially English games, because that's the ones we do,
right,
then on a purely cricket basis, rather than us just taking a piss, then that's a massive compliment.
Yes.
Because we wouldn't say we were anywhere near cricket experts.
Right, well, you're not.
I'm at 83 episodes in now. Defo.
Right.
Cricket expert. Yeah, I think there's a couple of comments that said world cricket needs to be involved, right?
Yes, I think we do. And we said
technical glitch.
Yeah,
maybe those are the pauses.
Yes, yeah, maybe those are the pauses.
I am sorry, Maverick, and for all the other listeners, we had a technical glitch and we did speak at length on your comment. We're going to go back over it. World cricket will definitely be looking to bring that in. We did just speak about the Kohli comment. Let's go back over that, Owen, because that didn't
we were
record.
Saying that you can't really be missing when people break records and stuff, can you? That's kind of important. Yeah. We need to be doing that, and we want to bring back, which I don't think really we've only really stopped it for like a couple of podcasts. Yeah, but doing the news at the start of doing some cricket news, in that we're just not going to miss it then, are we?
And then potentially, if we keep up with the news, we can then do Rainy Day podcast, which talks about Kohli breaking such records, or if something along like this was in the future. Thank you for that one, Maverick. I can assure you, me and Owen have spoken at length on the impressive nature of Kohli's.
Should we go on to the thing about pauses? Because he's not happy about having pauses. Doesn't like it having pauses in.
What about this idea? I'm sorry, I know you think this is weird that I'm putting this in order, but it's just reading it in order, right?
Right.
Potential customers in Asia.
Well, the first couple of subscribers we had, some of them were Indian, weren't they?
Yeah.
So I think he's right. That's obviously a massive audience.
The problem is I just find it difficult. I want to give everybody, right? I want to give everyone an episode they're going to enjoy, but I want it for me to enjoy as well.
Right. My other problem is if we go and Asia is massive in cricket, but I'm not going to know as much about it. I don't want to comment on Indian players as much. There are people out there that are going to know way more about those players than we are. I mean, I'm quite happy to do it, but I think that people are going to have more opinion on what we're saying when we're not even Indian cricket fans.
And again, I don't know if this bit of the comment of this podcast recorded, but I don't necessarily want to provide a stats based because we don't know much.
Right.
Or it's hard to...
I think we've got to do it though. We've got to cover it in somehow and see how
World
people
cricket.
like it because people are saying they want it. So we've got to do it.
So you got to remove the pauses.
Kind of difficult. That's really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Because but I think it's just natural in conversation.
And I think it's okay, I tell you what, if this was videoed, which we're not going to do.
Right.
It doesn't say we're not going to bring video.
Yes, but we're not going to video the podcast.
I think those pauses and the way that we look at the eye contact we make, the body language we have, those pauses would not be so
good. It wouldn't be such an issue
because it's just an audio,
yes,
an
audio
see what
you're saying.
Product, if you like. Those pauses are sore thumbs.
I also think is the length of podcasts we do. It's going to be hard not to have pauses when we're talking for an hour.
Yeah.
The other thing is when we started, we were like, it'll be 15 minutes.
Yeah.
An episode will be 15 minutes, and we will just cram it in 15 minutes.
They've got longer and longer, haven't they?
So I think if we were doing 15-minute podcasts, then gaps would be a problem
Yeah.
because that's just ridiculous. But when you're doing an hour, unless we have it massively structured to where we sort of lose the conversation part
Maverick's just saying, hey guys, just tweak the way that you deliver your podcast and have those long drawn out, if there are, or when there are long pauses, just tweak them a little bit and say,
I think maybe even commenting that it was a pause might help. Just makes it more.
But we started this podcast with a very tight structure, didn't we?
Yeah, that was your idea.
And then we've moved away from that now. And I think I prefer it like this.
Yeah. Well, I think it makes for better listening content when it's just a conversation.
So he's enjoyed many of the podcasts, likes the language used, which is something we always said.
Can you explain that to me? Well, as in...
So when he says... one thing going for you is the use of vernacular everyday language. That's something different from other podcasts. You sit on diplomatic parliamentary fence, don't call a spade a spade.
Is that because we're not employed by somebody?
He's just saying that we don't
listen,
care.
When we make it, we'll stop that.
I think he's just saying that, when you listen to... I remember listening... No offence to this podcast, I'm going to...
Right. Do you need to mention the name of it?
Probably not.
Right,
I listened to a podcast that does really well on... It's not like a...
What's their problem? Don't even... Just what's the problem with the podcast?
It was like...
just like metronomic, just going over set stuff.
That's why we did the podcast, because I couldn't find another podcast which I wanted to be like ours, which we just said two mates basically in a pub, wherever, in a car journey saying, that player's shit.
Right, yeah.
Why is he in the team? What's happening?
Yes.
And that's why we've done this podcast from day one.
It's good to think. It's good that someone has noticed that that's a good aspect of it, because that was what we were hoping it would be.
Most definitely. I think just, that's the comment basically.
Yeah.
I hope you reach the next level soon. Sorry for the lengthy advice. All the rest. Just
that's ace. That's the kind of stuff we want.
And I think I would love to have more comments like that, which says,
it's an effort.
Think about that. Of course,
that's a massive effort. So thank you very much.
Pair of Adidas socks in the post. Anyway, talking about Maverick's comment saying you need to take it to the next level to increase your subscribers.
Do you have an idea of how we could do that,
right.
mate?
I think maybe we'll look to change some things in the podcast, like we've just spoken about.
The summer is coming. I know we've just had the Beast from the East, but the summer's coming, and we promised video content last summer with your first game.
Yeah, but I don't want to be on the camera anymore.
I think we need to bring in video content.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I think the sooner we start it, the sooner it will evolve into what we want, and we realise what we need to do. Because our idea of this podcast has changed from when we started it to now.
Yeah,
so
certainly.
I think the sooner we start the video podcast,
gap.
the sooner we get it wrong, and then the sooner we get it to what we want. Because I think you'll change your mind about being on camera.
No, I can't.
I think you will. No, but anyway, that's to be.
Unless I
it's been.
I have to do my job. Then I'm fine with
that. It's to be decided because we haven't done any yet. Have you got any ideas, mate?
Yeah. So the first one, basically, to give a bit of a backstory, expect a lot of content this summer. I'm thinking this, right?
What, video content?
Yeah, podcasts, video, because I changed jobs, so I get a long layoff period, like a big school holiday, right? So I've got about 2 months off in the summer. You've got not as much as that.
But pretty close.
But close.
Yeah.
Is that the Beast from the East?
No, I'm just messing around. Mate, you can't go off track like this. What are you talking about?
Okay, that's fine.
So we've got a lot of time this summer where we're going to be smashing out content.
So what do you reckon about bringing... Oh, I've never thought I'd say this, right?
Come on.
Gaming to the Cricket Podcast.
What? Expand.
International cricket captain on the computer. Right?
Okay, keep going because...
Have you ever watched Moneyball?
Yes. Ace film. I love it.
We make our own Moneyball.
Right. Go on. As in coming up with a formula of how to win mathematically.
On stats, yeah. Basically, we just look at the stats.
But isn't that what you do on Cricket Manager anyway?
No. You go gut instinct.
I don't think you meant to.
Basically, we're gonna approach this almost like a Moneyball, and all the graphics I'm gonna do will be like Moneyball graphics. So won't be pictures of us, it'll be pictures of Brad Pitt and Jonah, whatever his name is.
Hill.
Jonah Hill, yeah.
Right.
What do you reckon about?
You need to explain this more. I'm not following you.
So
So
I tell you what, there are a few guys on. I know the Slips is friends with a few of them, and Slips does gaming content. He does Ash's stuff, but I've seen some good content at Cricket Captain on the computer. Right, I just think if me and you sat down at a table, got the Cricket Captain game up.
Okay,
I don't know how to record it, but we'll find that out.
Yeah, I remember doing it at school. You can just record it on the computer. It just records the screen,
print screen, but
yeah.
And then we will just basically, we're like Salford City, but we're Moneyball. So I'm probably going to be more. I'm probably going to be the Jonah Hill, aren't I? Even though I look more like Brad
definitely.
Pitt.
No.
But like, I'm going to be pushing the stats.
Yeah, you
like,
can't.
in the
Yeah,
maths.
you can't be.
So
Brad Pitt.
I'm pretty good at maths.
You can't be Brad Pitt.
And
Is that why you don't want to be on camera? Go on.
And basically, we just push out a Moneyball, but for cricket.
But how's this going to work? How would an episode go?
So you watch us play it, effectively.
So you're just watching Cricket Manager with
us talking over it.
Right.
So like 15 minutes of us playing a couple of games.
So the idea is there's going to be nothing to do with Moneyball.
Yeah, there is. The graphics I'm going to put on there will be Moneyball graphics.
What do you mean the graphics?
So like when you see things like that and then you see like... Because like, right, you know what... You've watched Jimmy Conrad, haven't you? Gramiro-itis.
Right.
You know when he does like the I'm giving it all away. You know when he does the transfers and like he's in the press conference? We'll be doing that, right? But we'll be doing it with the characters.
With Brad Pitt and Jonah Hill.
So I'll get like their mouths to move and we'll be talking.
You're willing to do that? How many episodes are you gonna that's
Listen, I need to get paid.
Okay, well, listen.
That
sounds like a good idea. We can have a go at it. I'm up for having a go at it, absolutely.
Yeah, but that Moneyball idea is good, isn't it?
Yeah, but listen, I'm gonna have to see it.
Well, you're gonna have
because
to do
I don't fully understand it at the moment. So we're gonna have to. But again, we don't want this being nicked, so probably delete this bit.
And then also with our time off during the summer, we could go and make some
vlogs,
short films. Yeah,
go on. What's your idea?
So like, if we go and watch international cricket, we can make a vlog without us ever being in the vlog.
How would that work?
You just like peep show, innit?
Yeah, right. Okay. Good. Yeah.
And I'm pretty good at that kind of stuff. I did it at A level.
Right. Good. Nice.
I went to university. And
okay. So we're going to bring out some video content.
What do you think about gaming though? Fuck me. What was that?
The video content we need, whether it's gaming or actual video.
Yeah.
We're going to have to do it this summer. At least give it a go. I think if we're going to get any bigger on YouTube, there has to be video content.
Or why don't the people just pull their thumb out and just start telling people about it?
But I like those ideas.
Yeah.
So are we done with the comments?
Have you got any ideas for the future?
Listen, if we're going to do video, then I've got some ideas.
Yeah,
but I don't want to go through it now. I'm not going to throw my Moneyball down the pot, am I? And just let people nick it. Someone that will be up next couple of days.
I know, it's such a good idea. Moneyball's a good film though, right?
Yeah, I love it. Great film. Because I don't even understand baseball, and I like the film.
No, nor do I.
I still don't know how you're going to... But hey... Something to look forward to.
I don't know if the mouth's going to move, but there'll just be lots of pictures of Jonah Hill and Brad Pitt.
So, like, when a transfer falls through, it's going to be Brad Pitt throwing the thing. You're nice.
I can't wait.
Okay, good.
Like, if I didn't have to have a shitty job, I'd go and do it. I shouldn't. People might listen from. I don't know. No one's listening.
No one is listening.
Anyway,
we can't have pauses. We need to finish this. We've talked for long enough now. This got to be a massive podcast.
Are you going to let on any more about the giveaway?
Oh, listen, 100th episode. I'm going to buy something cricket related that's nice.
Not Adidas or the socks.
Well, we'll do that as well. For people who come on, here's a deal. If you come on the 100th episode, pair of Adidas socks.
They're quite expensive.
You don't have to say that. We can get any... I said Adidas socks. They don't have to be nice ones.
Right, yeah.
Bargain bucket. And we'll have a competition... We'll have a competition. Someone could win the competition, and we'll give them something nice, cricket related. Right, we need to finish this because it's falling apart.
You heard 100th episode Adidas socks.
Leave a comment, for God's sake.
And Owen's going to sort out the rest of the stuff. Subscribe if you're new around here. If you thought these were highlights, you're definitely not around now. Stop disliking our shit. And thanks for everyone who's liked it and liked this one. Comment, subscribe, and we shall see you for the 4th ODI.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't enjoy it, we'll stop doing it. But I think you probably